What if the rain that never stops falling isn't just weather, but a relentless reminder of the secrets this town has tried to wash away for 30 years? In the drowning season, Deborah Webb delivers a Southern Gothic thriller that transforms atmospheric dread into emotional excavation, proving that in communities built on silence, the truth doesn't surface. It drowns you until you stop fighting and start listening. This isn't merely another small-town mystery with buried bodies and whispered rumors. It's a lush, psychologically precise descent into generational trauma, female resilience, and the terrifying courage required to reclaim a narrative that was stolen before you could speak. From the first sodden narration, listeners are immersed in a Mississippi landscape where humidity clings like guilt, and every downpour feels like interrogation. Perfect for fans of moody suspense and character-driven crime fiction, this audiobook serves up relentless tension, unflinching emotional honesty, and a protagonist whose journey from exile to reckoning resonates with anyone who's ever felt haunted by a place they can't quite leave behind. When forensic anthropologist Lena Calloway returns to her flooded hometown of Cypress Creek to identify remains unearthed by record rainfall, she expects professional detachment, not to confront the ghost of her younger sister, whose disappearance was officially ruled an accident despite whispers of foul play. But as Lena navigates waterlogged archives and evasive townspeople, she realizes this investigation isn't about bones. It's about breaking the dam of collective denial that has kept Cypress Creek submerged in lies. Webb masterfully avoids reducing the setting to backdrop or Lena to traumatized heroine tropey. Instead, she crafts a narrative where environment is antagonist and ally, where every muddy footprint leads back to complicity, and where healing requires wading through what everyone else refuses to touch. The audiobook narration amplifies the sensory immersion, capturing Lena's disciplined focus fracturing into raw determination, while secondary voices shift subtly between hospitality and hostility, making every polite exchange feel loaded with threat. You don't just hear the mystery unfold, you feel the weight of water pressing against your chest, demanding release. What elevates the drowning season beyond typical regional suspense is its nuanced portrayal of female knowledge as both burden and liberation. Lena isn't merely solving a cold case, she's confronting how her expertise has been weaponized against her own grief, challenging the notion that objectivity requires erasing personal stakes. Her journey unfolds through acts of radical witness, tending to remains with reverence that honors their personhood, protecting sources whose testimony risks social exile, and defending her methods from officials who mistake empathy for bias. Supporting characters shine with uncomfortable authenticity, elderly women whose silence masks protective loyalty, younger residents navigating inherited shame, even the river itself, rendered as ancestral archive holding memories official records tried to dissolve. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In places shaped by erasure, remembering is resistance, and presence is the only true justice. Even the forensic details serve thematic depth, with bone analysis mirroring emotional reconstruction and floodwaters becoming metaphor for suppressed truths rising inevitably to the surface. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory descent into Southern Gothic atmosphere. The narrator embodies Lena's evolving perspective with remarkable range, from clinical precision to trembling vulnerability, while supporting characters are distinguished through vocal textures that hint at hidden loyalties without telegraphing twists. Sound design enhances claustrophobia without gimmickry, distant thunder marking escalating stakes, rain drumming on tin roofs during vulnerable confessions, the squelch of mud underfoot anchoring moments of discovery, all ground psychological stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of flooding, deliberate during evidence collection and reflection, then surging with urgency as waters rise and secrets breach containment. Whether you're commuting through dry streets or sitting in quiet contemplation, the audiobook creates a portable storm where isolation feels absolute and connection feels a lifeline. It's storytelling as embodied reckoning, transforming passive listening into active participation in a search where survival demands more than skill. It demands surrender to uncomfortable truths. Ultimately, the drowning season redefines regional suspense by centering female agency within systemic frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for intricate plotting and chilling atmosphere, while delivering substantive commentary on racialized violence, institutional neglect, and the radical act of claiming space in narratives designed to exclude you. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete emotional odyssey. If you've ever wondered whether some places hold us accountable rather than offer escape, or if truth can exist without destroying everything built upon lies, this audiobook will affirm that sometimes the most sacred act is returning to the water that forged you. Press play, brace against the deluge, and prepare to question everything you thought you knew about safety, sanity, and the price of remembering. Your next obsession isn't waiting in distant landscapes. It's waiting in the terrifying intimacy of ground that knows your